You already know what time it is. It's time for some United Sim Football Association action. Week number 7, game number 3. We're going to keep it rolling here as we always do. It's going to be the battle of the two A teams. It's going to be Anchorage and Arizona in this ball game here. The first time these two teams will meet this season. I believe it's the first. It might be, actually it might be the second. I don't think it, actually I'll take that back. It is definitely the first. I had to double check the schedule in my head, but they did not play up to this point. They're trying to get their first victory against Arizona. Anchorage is trying to stay in pace in regards to the Western Conference here, and it's going to be interesting to see what JCB and the gang could do against a tightly tough, touted team here in Arizona. That's a lot of T's right there. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Ulf Jacobson, Money Mills, Sir Lancelot. You can really just stop the list of great players right there with Arizona. They're definitely the favorite in this one, but Anchorage, they always play with heart every single week, and I cannot wait to see how this one goes down. I gotta find my headphones. I think I found it. Yes, I did. Let me go ahead and throw them bad boys on, and as soon as I get them on, we could go ahead and hit that play game button. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates, like I always say. And we're going to keep this one rolling, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm ready. If you guys are ready, let's go ahead and hit it. Let's start it up right about now. And I'm about to flip over to that gameplay in just a little bit. I got to bring up the numbers, but that shouldn't be no problem to do. Give me 1 second. And I could actually do that while the game is loading. I kind of did a little bit different this time around, but it's all gravy, man. And it looks like the game is going to start it out. Let's go ahead and flip over to it. Looks like the homies in Arizona will send it off to Anchorage to start this one. We're underway in Phoenix, Arizona. There goes Anchorage looking for the return lane. Is the homie Thor Brown. He's definitely in the top 3 in regards to interceptions. I believe he's tied with a few players, but he's definitely one player you don't want to throw it towards. Let's go ahead and get into it. We ain't playing games here in the USFA. We get the best of the best gameplay each and every week, each and every game. And we'll set this one up here. Bobby Markham, the quarterback, handed off to JCB. Is going to be a fake, and it looks like he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage there. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Nice play, baby. Nice play.
Got 3 more games to gather up some clips for the highlight reel. We're going to keep that rolling. I love doing it, going over all of these plays that all of these players are doing. It's something I hope we could do the rest of my days here in the USFA. Is going to be JCB for his first carry, and he's going right back to the line of scrimmage as well. No movement here for this Anchorage team, but that's expected. This Arizona team is very, very tough on the front 7, led by Dexter Hall and Tyler Rogowski. We'll talk about these players in a little bit, but Anchorage has to find a way to get 10 or more yards on this play. Here comes the homie, passing it to JCB, reaching out for it, and I think he's a little short. A valiant play on that one, but going to make it 4th and inches. Looking to get something going here, and I'm going to go ahead and bring up these player numbers while it's loading. And it looks like they will bring out the punt team to set this one up. Sending this one to the middle of the field there. Going to take it, do a juke move real quick, and going to get close to the 40-yard line. Here comes Arizona with their first crack on offense. And we'll talk about this Anchorage team when it gets there, but we ain't quite there yet. Let's go ahead and do it. Here comes a quick pitch and caught, turning up the field is number 8. That's Pablo Sanchez. He had a big play in the last game to help give Arizona the victory. It's going to be 1st and 10 on that play, though. Great job to start off. Hit him with that quick slant there. Pablo, very shifty. He's looking to get some more yards on this stat column. Almost had that player off sides, but Money Mills look for another completion. Passing it again, backing up a little bit. Going to try to run through a player, but he's going to get sacked. Not to be there. A loss of 3 on that one. And we have Arizona with the pink and black uniform set. We got Anchorage in the cool gray with blue trim on their side. So it's going to be a fun ride on this one. Let's see what both these teams got going on. They're going to hand it off to Ulf. He's looking for a crease and he's going to find one, but he's going to be a little short of that first down mark. His first carry going for about 9. And Jessica Navarro was there to make the tackle. Passing it again under some pressure, but still gets it off to 34. It was looking a lot like last week, taking this one left side, taking it past a defender inside the 10-yard line to the 6. And there goes Arizona once again. Big play, taken down by another veteran right there, Caitlin Montaigne. You better watch out for her. Don't throw it her way if you expect it to be a good result. But Money Mills looking to punch it in here. They send the blitz, doesn't get home, but it does force the incomplete pass. It's going to be 2nd and goal here. Thought I clicked something wrong, my bad. But we're good to go. 2nd and goal here. Anchorage looking to keep him out of the end zone. They're going to quick pitch it, and it's going to be caught, but Anchorage is right there to slow him down. 3rd and goal. Antonio Lewis trying to get back in that end zone. He had a 3-touchdown game last week. He's trying to keep pace in that tight end of the year race. At the current moment, I still think Vic Dotson is that top dog. He's top 2 in catches, and I believe he leads all tight ends in yards and touchdowns. But they're going to give it to the wide open Jacobson. Touchdown. There goes that celebration. He did that there like that. And Arizona's going to put up 6 on the board. And we're halfway through this first quarter. Looking pretty nice if I do say so myself. Kick is up, kick is good. And a 7-play, 61-yard drive there. A little bit over 3 minutes on that. And we'll talk about this Anchorage team real quick. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's going to be the homie Bobby Markham at quarterback. There you go. Jacob Cool Beans, Freddie Roberts at halfback as well. So they got 2 halfbacks. Wide receivers will be Trevor Golinar and EJ Bailey. Tight ends will be Danny Doyle and Wyatt Harris. On the defensive side of things, they got Robert Crone, Jessica Navarro, Kingston Ali. Well, Robert Crone is the defense tackle. Linebackers will be Jessica Navarro and Kingston Ali. And the defensive backs here, they got 4 cornerbacks: Thor Brown, Lacey Woodson, Christo Rendor, and Caitlin Montaigne. So very toughly touted secondary. Didn't really work out in their favor in the last drive, but they're looking to try to change the narrative here, returning this one past the 20 and drop down right at the 25. So that'll be 2 straight drives starting at the 25-yard line. Anchorage trying to punch this one in. And they're going to hand off to JCB. He's going to get stuffed immediately. Running into a few defensive players there. It's going to be 2nd and 11. And outside of that one catch from the last drive, so far they've only had all of their plays have gone for 1 yard or less. Almost got him off sides, not to be. They're going to send a man in motion here, and they're going to pitch it to him. And immediately swarmed was Freddie Roberts, taken down before he could get too far. It's going to be 3rd and 11 coming. Freddie Roberts has been doing a pretty decent job from the slot. whenever they did put him in. Ever since JCB took the role of halfback, he's been doing his thug thizzle. There's going to be a pass again, left side, and caught. Taking that one to the 45-yard line on 3rd down. And I was just talking about Freddie Roberts. That's going to be a 1st down. Good job on that play. Number 24, he wasn't really paying too much attention to it. His back was turned away from the quarterback, so that gave them an easy pass there. And they're going to fake the handoff to JCB. Going to launch it deep left side, and he's wide open. Going to be caught inside the 5 to the 3. Anchorage is looking to put some points on the board right back, and a great start to this drive. And Bobby Markham got a rocket too. You better watch out. He's one of those veterans. Got it right past the players there. Great job.
SOS.
Are they going to give it to JCB? Yes, they will, but he's going to get shut down, and they're going to have to back it up. Unfortunate there. Ryan Nall with the unfortunate play there. Is going to be 1st and goal coming up. And they're going to fake hand it off here. JCB inside the 10 they go. It's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's what I do.
Tyler Rogalski. We'll talk about this Arizona team in a little bit. So the current landscape of the teams we have 2 teams that start with the letter A, and we got 2 teams that start with the letter T. And we'll see that game later on tonight. The looking for a man is the homie. Tossing this one left side, and that's going to be incomplete again. I think it's another holding. Actually, no, it's going to be roughing the passer. A big error there from Arizona will set them up inside the 5 again. Half a distance to the goal is how you do it for those type of penalties there. And Anchorage is back in business, looking to put some points on the board. Arizona looking for the turnover or hold them to 3, whichever one comes first. JCB's trying to get closer. He'll cut that distance towards the end zone in half with that one. 2nd and goal. JCB, up to my knowledge, is the only player in the league with the fan club. And I love me some JCB. He has a lot of heart. Doesn't have the attributes up quite yet, but that's only going to get better from here as he continues to improve. And it's going to be Markham, quick pitch and caught, but he's going to run out of the end zone and run right back in. It is going to be a touchdown. Anchorage Snow Devils throwing it in the end zone. That's a nice pass there to Harris. And he shed off one man and rode another one into the end zone. And they're extra point away from tying it. And it doesn't look very pretty. I'm not even going to lie to you. That's going to be no good there from the kicker. Daniel Carlstown is his name. That's going to be no good on that one. And Arizona maintains the lead. And you never want to see that. Every point definitely matters in the landscape of things. Arizona looking to get the victory here. Arizona is currently the top dog in the Western Conference. Looking real nice, I must say. Right now it's Arizona. Then it's going to be Huntington Beach. Tacoma is right behind them. And then Anchorage and Dallas. That's going to be the teams right there currently in the West. Anchorage sitting in the 4th spot. They're trying to move up. And the thing is, they have a victory against Tacoma. So if Tacoma loses and Anchorage finds a way to win, that'll knock Tacoma out of the 3 seed. And that'll definitely help their cause to see if they can find their way into a potential playoff spot in the future. But we still got 7 more games to play. Nothing is secured from any team. The only one closest to securing a spot right now is the undefeated Charlotte Royals. Seen them in their last game against Dallas. It was not pretty for the team that went against them. That was Dallas. But we could talk about this Arizona team in just a little bit. They're going to hand it off to Ulf. He says, just talk about me. Getting past the 35 to the 37 is going to be 1st and 10 coming up. And I'll go ahead and bring this roster up real quick for you guys. That's what I do. That's why I get taken care of so much with this league. But quarterback will be Money Mills. ATM, that's what I like to call him. He always cashing out. Halfback will be Ulf Jacobson. We've seen Pablo Sanchez earlier. He's also a halfback. Look at the juke move there by Sir Lancelot. Speaking of him, he's one of 3 receivers. Him, Sean McGowan, and Ernesto Romero will be the receivers there. Tight ends will be Antonio Lewis and Reginald Frome. Reginald Frome, he's currently sitting in the 2 spot. Currently working his way up. He's getting a lot better. I love to see his juice. He had a lot of big plays so far this season. His Money Mills look for the pass and almost throws a pick. You cannot drop those if you want to get the victories like that. That was right to Kingston Ali. But defensively, we'll see them when they get back on the field. But it's going to be defensive end Tony D'Alfonso. Defensive tackles will be Brett Eisenhower and William Thompson. Linebackers will be Tyler Rogowski, Dexter Hall, Randall Hawkins, and Aiden Montana. And that's going to be a throwaway, so Anchorage actually gets the stop. And then they have a deep secondary here. A lot of players to go over. Cornerbacks will be Lawrence Sands, Pil Sung, and Dash Slay. Safety will be Ozzie Sash, Doc Goodon, and Juju Moore. So we'll go ahead and set this one up here. Anchorage getting the football back. And they're looking to take the lead. Next time they get the football, they're going to get a return there from Thor Brown past 30, or almost past the 30. There's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. And we've seen on numerous occasions, Arizona's biggest flaw on defense, despite all of the players that they have in the area, would be their secondary. You've seen in the last drive, they're able to give up those big passes, but that front 7, that'll keep them in a lot more games often than not. 2nd and 13 and another loss of yards there on the first play. As we close out quarter number 1, Anchorage trying to get something going here. But make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. We got the Gold Standard Basketball doing their thing. We got the Elite College Football League. There are collegiate affiliates. Whenever they leave college, they come here. As they pass this one left side and some coverage and still caught. Going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Trevor Golinar looking pretty nice so far this game, I must say. And speaking of the rest of the affiliates, though, we got the homies Goals, so they're a hockey affiliate. And then we also have the Collegiate Sim Basketball Association, the CSBA. They're looking to do some damage to the collegiate basketball set of things. But look at the homies in Anchorage. Turning up field is going to be the homie Freddie Roberts down to the 31. And right now, Markham is throwing lasers right now. Definitely one of his better starts we've seen from him. Anchorage looking to do the unthinkable today. So far, they're looking pretty nice. They're going to hand it off. Looking for creases. JCB taking this inside the 25. It's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. Almost got him offsides, not to be. And they're going to fake the handoff to JCB. There goes that man again in the pocket. Turns upfield and gets sacked. Eisenhower says no. He hit him with that Kung Fu cheese. After that sack is going to make it 3rd and 7. Brett Eisenhower bringing them down. You love to see it. Big boy moves here.
Let's go defense. Here we go.
Almost got him off sides. Looking for the quick pass, and it's going to bounce around a little bit. It's going to be incomplete. Looks like the halfback got tied up. And looks like Arizona's defense holds true a little bit. Anchorage will have a chance to get a field goal. And it'll be a pretty long one here. A little bit less than 40 yards. Going to be picking this one. And this one looks pretty good. Well, it looked good for a second. That's going to be a doink off the right uprights. 2 chances for kicks for the homie Carlstown and no good either way. And the score remains 7-6. It looked good for a second, but yeah, that's a curve in the right way, if you will. Arizona will have another chance for some points here as Money Mills look for the pitch left side. It's going to be caught by Antonio Lewis. Not a big gain there, but it's going to be 2nd and 8. Looks like we don't, in regards to the quarterbacks, I believe we only have one quarterback on pace for at least 4,000 yards in this one. We'll have to see how it shakes up the rest of the way.
All day, every day, any day.
Almost got him off sides there, not to be a handoff. No, it's a fake. Looking to throw it midfield and incomplete. And a lot of coverage and the pressure was on Money Mills. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Anchorage has a sneaky good secondary with Caitlin Montaigne and Cristo Rendor and Thor Brown. Me personally, I like to call it Arizona Light, just from how the talent is just ridiculous. They're going to pass it short, and Anchorage is going to shut him down. Not to be 4th and 7. I think that was Lacey Woodson with the tackle at the double check. Yes, it was right. I'm getting to know my numbers, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's getting a little better and better each game. And so is Anchorage. You could say the same thing about them. They're looking to get the stop, and they do. They're going to get this ball back. Decent enough blocking there for Thor Brown, but he does not have the speed off the jump to see if they could get some more. Anchorage is going to have another chance on offense with the final 7 minutes, 48 seconds of the second quarter.
Let's go. 95. Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
And they're going to hand it off here. JCB slowed down immediately. And I believe that's Dexter Hall making his presence felt. But he did give up a gain of 1, so it wasn't too crazy.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere. Let's go. Way to go, D. Way to go, D.
Down. 60 red.
48, Mike.
60 red.
Rip right, rip right.
Ready.
Mike, 48.
Ready.
Passing it again. Looking for a man. Right side's going to be caught. Freddie Roberts close to the first down mark. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Hopefully manageable here. Able to keep the drive alive. But the homie is getting involved in this offense for sure.
Ready. Yellow. 22.
Will not be surprised if they give number 12 the nod. See what happens. And they are going to fake it here. They're going to go with the read option just enough to get the ball to midfield. And he faked him out on that one. Barbie Markham, he doesn't have lightning speed by any means, but he does have a chance to make some plays happen if he has some room. That'll give Anchorage the ball, and they have a chance to get in Arizona territory.
38.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go, Mike, 51.
And they're going to pass it here, looking for the man. And the right side is caught. JCB going to get out the backfield and runs into a couple of players, but not before he picks up the first down.
Go, boys, bring it up.
Pointed out for the crew. That gets him to the 38. And we've seen the kick from the last time they tried the field goal. He has the range. So maybe another 10 or so yards, they'll get him a field goal range if they was to get it. They're going to give it to JCB a lot of room. Going to take it close to the 30. He's going to make it to the 32-yard line here. The stat line doesn't look too pretty, but he's had a good amount of plays on this drive to give him a chance. 2nd and 3.
Ready. Black 4.
Scoring before half definitely will be their number one thing. Looking for another handoff. It's JCB. He's going to run straight into a linebacker right there. Is going to make it 3rd and 1 again. I believe that was Crenshaw. Yes, it was a bot player right there. Let's see what can happen on this play. Anchorage trying to keep the hope alive. Almost got him off sides, not to be. They're going to try the handoff, and there goes the first down. A little bit more past the 20, and JCB starting to pick speed up. Going to take it inside the 20. Their first movement in a little bit into the red zone.
Set, hut, 32.
We got to get the ball. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Set,
40,
go.
48 spike.
Handoff here, looking for a lane, and he's going to get pretty close there. They got a few yards on that play. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Get in the weight room, son.
Set, ready. Yellow,
2.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Single.
And they're going to pass it again. On the run, and just throws this one out the back of the end zone. Not too much happening for him there. It's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up. Not quite 1st and goal, so they'll have a chance to convert. Give them another chance if they can find a way. And best case scenario for Anchorage, they need to get past the 10. Actually get past the 9. Almost had him off sides, but not to be. There goes the pass. Looking right side and caught. They're turning up into the end zone. There goes EJ Bailey. Another touchdown for the young man. And they're going to take the lead before the half. What a pass. What adjustments. And he gets the job done. 15-16. Does it again. Kick is up. And it looks like that one's a lot better than the last 2 times that Carlstown kicked. That's going to be a 10-play, 68-yard drive to give Anchorage a nice lead here. Great job. Still 6 points, still 6-point lead. But it's better to have the 6-point lead in your favor as opposed to being down 1. You can't be mad at the progress. In Arizona, they have a chance to potentially score less than 10 points in the first half. Did not expect that to happen, but Anchorage, they're showing a lot of love here. They're trying to get something going. The run game has been up and down, but they've been able to find their niche with some of the passing here. We'll see what happens if Arizona could get the ball down the field. They'll have 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning in their favor. Let's see what's happening on this return here. It's going to be the homie taking this one left side and run straight into a defensive player at the 31. There's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for the Rattlers.
It's just me and you.
Almost got him off sides. Zolf looking for a big hole. He's going to find it. He's going to take off and run. He says he wants to take the lead back. He doesn't care who's running against him. He's going to take it into the end zone. What is this man made of? It's definitely not kryptonite. He doesn't slow down when under pressure. And Arizona will have a chance to take the lead via the extra point, just making that look too easy. Kick is up. And that is actually no good as well. David Washington couldn't make his kick. And now we have ourselves a tie ball game. Interesting turn of events. And if you're Anchorage, you got to be a little upset because at this point you could have been up 4 if everything rolled out the same way as it did before. But kind of crazy nonetheless. A great game so far. Not exactly explosive by any means, but both teams are putting their hearts out for sure. And now Anchorage has a chance to retort. And I was waiting for one of those game breaker plays right there by Ulf, and he just shows out whenever he gets the chance. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Anchorage gonna get the football back in the end zone, and he's just gonna take the knee. It's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready. Go.
Markham by himself in a shotgun this time around. They send a little blitz, does get home, but the pass off the mark there for Markham is going to make it 2nd and 10. You cannot tell me that these Anchorage jerseys don't go hard.
White.
51. You.
Ready. Ready.
Passing this one, looking for the screen, is going to be caught there by JCB. Turn past the 30, and he's going to step out of bounds there. Going to make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Ready. Go.
Look for the pass again, screenplay again. There goes JCB. He's got a lot of blockers up front, jukes one man, and gets right back out of bounds. 1st and 10 coming up here. There for the Snow Devils. Great cutback lane. Made one man miss without too much effort. And they'll keep the drive alive and the clock on their side. So a beautiful drive so far. Getting closer to midfield, but can they keep the pressure on Arizona's defense? They're going to try to screen again, and a lot of blockers ahead looking to get out of bounds again is JCB for another 1st down. That's 2 in a row, and they make it 3. See all those big bodies running across you. You never want to see that against your safeties and cornerbacks. Seeing all those 300-pounders come your way. Going to pass it again. They're going to pass it to JCB. He's got a lot of players to try to go through, and he's going to get to around the 43-yard line. As Anchorage should be calling their first time out pretty soon. Dash Slade there with the tackle. A gain of 6. No huddle here.
48.
And they're going to pass it this time around. Here comes Markham. Going to take off a run, but into the arms of a waiting defensive end. Is going to take that one down. Is going to make it 3rd and 9. The 2nd sack on the day there for Arizona. Big play there for Arizona. I thought they were going to give up too much momentum, but Arizona still has a chance to get the ball up the field. And JCB is there in that backfield. Doesn't get him offside. Going to pass it again. Looking for a man. Going to run around a little bit. He's got a little juice, but he's going to throw it to the left side and caught. Turning up to the 20. He's going to get to the 10-5. Taken down inside to 5 to the 2. And I'm not sure what is in the blood of this Anchorage team, but they are playing with some serious heart tonight. Let's go ahead and get into it. They called their 2nd timeout. What a play. And Freddie Roberts is already over 100 yards on the game, especially with that big play there. They needed it. 1st and goal. Anchorage looking for the score. Passing it again. Is Markham going to run and just throws this one away. Definitely a smart play right there. If nothing's open, just throw it away. Give yourself a chance. What's the term I'm looking for? Fight for another day. Live to fight another day. There you go. I got confused. My bad. I was thinking of another saying too at the same time. Quick pitch and caught. It's gonna be a touchdown. There goes the homie Golinar for the score, and they'll get another score right before the half. Wow, what is happening with this Anchorage team? I'm liking what I'm seeing. If they could play like this consistently, you never know what can happen. Kick is up. Kick is gonna be good, and Anchorage is gonna have a 7-point lead. What is happening with this Anchorage team? I like what I'm seeing. But Anchorage, they still have to go up against Ulf Jacobson and them boys. They got to find a way to slow down number 34 if they want a chance to win. This game is nowhere near over. By any means necessary, they got to find a way to make sure he doesn't break free in one of those big games. In my opinion, just put one man on him at all costs. Let the rest of the playmakers try to beat you. But if number 34 gets rolling, it's going to be tough sailing all the way through. But Anchorage has 41 seconds here with 3 timeouts. I don't think they'll risk it too much. But Arizona will have a shot. They will be getting the ball back too. So if they could find a way to score, they could definitely flip the momentum on their side. 37 seconds left here in the second quarter.
We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Passing it again, and they're gonna find Dolph. He has a lot of room. Like I say, you better watch him bouncing off his man, cutting back, running through a couple defenders to get to the 45-yard line, and a big play to start this drive off with 28 seconds left. He tried to hit him with that truck cheese. You seen him as he was getting past the side. That was a real nice play. All 3 catches, 58 yards or 59 yards. I think I missed it. But Arizona's en route to get some points here. They're going to send Sanchez in motion. Going to take this one. Another pass there, but not to be. Going to be a sack. Sack lunch. Anchorage brings them down for a loss of 6. Anchorage playing with some serious heart there. I thought they was going to get the pass off, but not to be. They're going to send him in motion. Money Mills just throws this one away. He almost got sacked right there, but it's going to be 3rd and 16 here.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. He runs.
Passing it again, looking left side and caught. First down, and Sir Lancelot says he got the speed too. Touchdown. Touchdown, Arizona. Sir Lancelot with the juice. Left him in single coverage, and that defensive player did not know where he was going. By the time he caught the ball, the defensive player wasn't even looking in the receiver's direction. Kick is up, and we got ourselves a tie ball game once again. Arizona does it again with the big play cheese, and that is one of the things we've been talking about with Arizona. Although they have good spurts of defensive plays, they could give up the big one just as easy. We've seen 2 big touchdowns here from this Arizona team, but it's back to status quo here for Arizona. They are used to getting the big play. That has been their mantra all the way through. So far, it's working. And Anchorage won't have too much time on the clock, but it will be returnable. Looking to get past the 20. He does just that. And only 7 seconds left. You might as well kneel it down. No need to try to risk it for that biscuit at the current moment. But honestly, going into the half tied at 20, you can't be mad at the results. But they are going to keep their offense on the field. And they're going to hand it off here to JCB. Going to get a flag thanks to the face mask, and that'll take them to the 46-yard line there.
Let's go, baby.
So now they potentially have a chance for a Hail Mary with that one. We've yet to see one so far this season, but I'm thinking it's going to happen eventually.
Ready. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Going to pass this one. Launching this one left side. It's a coverage. Going to be almost caught. That would have been ridiculous if the homie Trevor Goldenar was able to turn around and catch it, but not to be. It's going to be the end of the second quarter. Anchorage, they're going to give it back to Arizona. The Rattlers with the chance to get that lead back. It's going to be taken it from the 3-yard line of Sir Lancelot. A juke move to get him past the 30 to the 32-yard line. Arizona's back in the mix.
All you get is a headache.
Check 13.
Deep handoff there, and Nolf is free again, taking it past the 45. And you see right there on the stats, he only rushed the ball 5 times and he's already over 100 yards. So you could do the math on how much that costs in regards to an average. He's over 20 a carry.
Check 43.
Oh, here we go.
Quick pitch and caught. There goes the homie Antonio Lewis getting them inside Anchorage territory. It's going to be 2nd and 3 coming up.
Let's go.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Making the handoff to Ulf. There goes Money Mills. Is going to launch it? Yes, he is. Is he looking for the big play here? Yes, it is. Sir Lancelot skies for it. Up again. Touchdown. Arizona. Wow. And once again, it looked like the defensive player just lost where the ball was. Thor Brown. He's been having troubles against that young man. Kick is going to be up. Kick looks good to me if it looks good to you. 27-20 is your score, and Arizona flipped the field and the scoreboard on its head. Wow. That was a jump ball of all jump balls right there, but there's only one way you could come down with it. You just got to make sure that you do your updates. You got to make sure that you put your players in the right position. I'm talking to the team owners in that regard. And once you find that niche, find those proper playbooks to work in your favor, it's going to be bong bottom. Here it goes again. Anchorage, they got to find their way to get into the mix if they want to win this ball game. A return by Thor Brown, and he's going to run into 3 Rattlers before he can get past the 25. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Hand off again, JCB, a lot of room, a juke move to get him close to the 1st down mark. And that's a good play to start it off. 9.5 on the carry, 2nd and inches. I've been seeing my touchdown has been getting cut off. I think it's just where I was positioned when I said it. I need to get more into the mic like this. Can I do it like that? Gonna be a pump fake here, looking right side and caught. Gonna get past the 50 to the 45-yard line. That's gonna be the homie Wyatt Harris. 1st and 10 coming up. Making some big changes going into next season. Once again, we'll talk about that another time. Get the full layout and everything like that. But another carry there by JCB inside the 40. There's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. A successful drive up to this point, but they got to punch it into the end zone. JCB got a gloved hand on the left, taped hands on the right, looking for a mix. Gonna cut upfield again. JCB past the 30 to the 24. And he's turning up a little bit now. It's gonna be 1st and 10. Pretty balanced setup here for Anchorage. 22 passes, 18 runs, and they're going to fake the handoff and take off a run. Is Bobby Markham to the 20-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 4 on that one. First trip in the red zone here in this drive. Looking to stay in it. Quick pitch and caught. Wide open. Taking it to the 10. The 5 reaching over. He's trying to get the touchdown, but he stopped just short. Is Wyatt Harris. 1st and goal at the 1. Anchorage is moving it. And that middle of the field was wide open too. If he had just a little bit more speed, I don't think he would have been touched. But regardless of that, Anchorage does have a chance to score here. And they're going to pass it. Looking right side and caught. It's going to be JCB. Touchdown. Anchorage. Skies for it too. He went up for it. Make sure they secured that catch. You love to see it. Your players hitting the gym and making those right plays, the right reads. Going to be kick up. And it's going to be kick good. We're back to a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. High scoring affair. It started a little slow, but both teams are finding their edge in this one. Let's go ahead and get into it. 3rd quarter halfway through. Six and a half, well, 6 minutes and a quarter left in this one. Sending it back to Arizona. They're trying to get 30 on the scoreboard, 30 plus. Going to be a return, taking that pass to 25 to the 29 is Sir Lancelot. And he's looking to get another touchdown on the season. One more in this game, and that'll be 3. So that'll be 2 straight games if he was to score again, with 2 different receivers that had 3+ touchdowns. So an interesting stat line here. Arizona, they're doing their thug thizzle, and you got to give credit to their quarterback too. Money Mills, he's looking for a big play again. He's trying Sir Lancelot into coverage, and this time Thor Brown, he says no. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Great defense. He went up a skied for that one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Passing it again. Middle of the field, and there's no one home on that play. It's gonna be 3rd and 10 now. And looking at the completion percentage, Money Mills isn't that high over 50%. Especially if he misses on this particular pass play, he'll definitely be around like 53-54%. It's going to be a high snap in the big hole there, and he cannot make the first down. Navarro, he says no to that play. It's going to be 4th and 1. Solid gain though nonetheless, but had to get a little bit more. And Arizona is setting up for the punt. And they're not going to fake it this time around. David Washington, he's thrown it a couple times, I believe. It's going to be Thor Brown running into a player to get past the 35. Anchorage is back on the field, folks. A lot of people picked Arizona in the pick'ems for this game. Up to this point, a lot of people might have a lot of some TPE in the wings. Going to throw this one away though. Bobby Markham with a 4-touchdown performance in this one. Let me see actually where he is in regards to the quarterbacks. I want to see if I can bring that up on my side real quick. As that loads up, we'll get back to the gameplay. 2nd and 10. And they're going to hand it off here to JCB. And he's going to get wrangled down before he could get too far. 25 yards away from 100 yards. Therefore, the homie is going to be 3rd and 7. He's definitely over 100 total, but not in the rushing side of things. That's where he wants to make his mustard. And at the current moment of gonna look for the screen, barely gets it off to JCB. Good blocking, trying to get the first, but 2 Rattler says no to giving up the first down. A great effort on that play, and it looked like he had it, but not to be on that particular play. It's gonna be 4th and inches. And looking at the current stat line, looks like Bobby Markham will have a chance to at least contest for the second least touchdowns out of all the starting quarterbacks. At the current moment, he's at the bottom with 4, and at the current moment we have 5 games into it, so he should have a little bit more going into week 6. Cletus Castle, he's down at the bottom as well. He has 6 games for his, so he just got his inputted. He has currently 9, and Sean Bridges surprisingly only has 8 on the season in 5 games. Pitching it right side, and it's going to be no good on that play. 2nd and 10. James West is also there with 9. So right now there's 4 quarterbacks there under there's 4 quarterbacks under 10 touchdowns so far. The rest of them are at least 10 and up, and there's only 1 quarterback at the current moment over 20, and that's going to be Hank Falco for obvious reasons.
Single. I got a single on the slot.
Faking the handoff to Ulf, looking for a pass is money. Left side. That pass was money, but the catch wasn't. And that's going to be 4th and 7. Antonio Lewis. I may have to take that GOAT off of his stat line there after that play. And Anchorage is going to get the football back. Sending this one away. Decent enough punt there outside of the 50. Gonna make it to the 42-yard line. And Anchorage has some solid field position here. Looks like Little and another player trying to get at it. Some more of those jousting right there. You can't be getting all crazy on the field. You know those referees don't play. Going to pump fake here, pitching right side and caught. There goes Wyatt Harris with another big play. It's going to be 1st and 10. Bobby Markham is throwing dots.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 48. 38. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Handoff here to JCB, running through a lot of defensive players to get a gain of 5. 2nd and medium. Right now we have the main front runner for quarterback of the year. That's going to be Hank Falco, currently with 25 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Just a beast season, over 73% completion. JCB with another short carry, a gain of 2 on that one. Big 3rd down here as they set up at the 30. Anchorage looking to keep the drive alive. They're going to try the reverse play, and it is going to get his JCB down to the 26. He didn't need that much. That'll keep the Snow Devils offense on the field. I love those stunt runs like that. Start like he's about to go inside and just put that foot in the dirt and explode out on the opposite way. Catches a lot of defensive slip and a pump fake here. Looking for a man again is Markham. Tossing this one around the field in the end zone. Gonna be intercepted. Dash Slay says no, and this score remains tied. What a play. Pitching this in is going to be caught, but it's going to be a short gain, and we'll take this one into the end of the 3rd quarter. Both went down to get that catch for a gain of 2. Now can Anchorage get the stop again? That's the question. They're going to hand it off, and he's going to shed off one, and he gets wrestled down before he can get the 1st down. It's 3rd and 2 coming up.
They ain't moving the ball on this deep. Mike, 56. You ain't going nowhere.
There's a man wide open, but it's going to be a flag on the play. Money Mills could not get the snap off on time. Mental error there. Make it 3rd and 7 now. We've seen him try a run play on a long 3rd down earlier. So handoff up the middle isn't outside of the ordinary here. And at this point, you could kind of lean towards the run game a little bit more, but they're going to get the screen pass to work. Can he get the 1st? Yes, he can. Tackled by Ali right as he was passing the 30, and that's enough for the 1st down. Uses blocker at the last second there to give him the last couple of yards he needed. They're going to send Sir Lancelot on the jet sweep, but looks like Anchorage was ready for the handoff just in case. 2nd and 9 coming up, and great coverage there on the run play. Passing it again. There goes off, trying to get down the field, and the 1st down at the end of it almost stayed in bounds. It's going to be 1st and 10. The screen passes once again.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Handoff here, and he's going to get to the 50. This is Ulf Jacobson. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Nine minutes left in the 4th. Anchorage trying to get off the field. Who is going to break? That's the question. They're going to hand it off again, trying to juke up field. It looks like they're giving the backup a little bit of a juice there to make it 3rd and 2. This is a big game here in the conference. Arizona finally got to that #1 spot. But if they can't find a victory, their spot may be in jeopardy if Huntington Beach finds a way to win on Sunday night. They're going to give it a handoff to Ulf, and he says, I got the juice. I'm going to get the first down. I ain't trying to slow down for anybody. First down coming up. And honestly, Tacoma's still in the division as well. Still in the conference race. Gonna be passing this one again. Money Mills under some pressure. Hit as he throws and almost throws a pick. Lacey Woodson says she almost had it. And that would have been a big game changer if she was able to pull that one in. Handoff here. Oh, gonna take this one, a cutback, and there's gonna be a flag on the play, and I think it's on Arizona. Yes, it is. Gonna make it 2nd and 20 instead of 3rd and short. That's gonna be a tough get. An ill-advised penalty on that one. Anchorage, up to this point, weathering the storm. An unforced error by Arizona is going to give the Snow Devils a chance to get off the field, and they're going to try to hand off here. Big gainer, man runs through a man and takes that one to the 45. Not too much on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 15 coming up.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Tight end left, tight end left. Hey.
That's in this one. Under some pressure. Still finds a man, but incomplete. The pressure kind of got there to Double M, and Anchorage is going to get a stop. But what can they do with said stop? That's the question. I don't think this is a point where you need to rely on getting a field goal unless it's no time on the clock. And they're going to send this punt away, going to the left side here. It's going to be caught inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Yes, sir. Make sure you show some love to the channel. Only going to get better as we keep cranking these games out. I'm trying to tell you, we got a lot of things coming around the pike for Season 8 and Season 9. But we got to figure out who is going to be our first champion. And it's going to be picked off. What in the world? Dexter Hall. No, that was the one. Dexter Hall. That's Tyler Rogowski with the clutchness. And that sets up Arizona up for the score. They're going to send a man in motion. There goes the homie. Not to be, looks like Sean McGowan with the play. 2nd and goal coming. And that was a huge error that I thought was going to go out of bounds. Not out of bounds, but incomplete. But it worked in favor of Arizona, and this is the perfect time to make a play. Sometimes you need defense to do some of the dirty work. Money Mills looking for the score here, trying to get something going, and just throws this one away. And Anchorage, despite the interception, will have a chance to hold them to 3.
Panther 60. Hey, dog. 43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 40.
Pass rushes worked a little bit, and he's going to have to throw that one away. Both edge rushers came with the quickness. Got Money Mills off his square. And that's going to be 4th down. Anchorage defense, they slow him down here. And this game got really, really interesting here. Now Anchorage has another chance. We'll see if Arizona can knock it through for the points. It actually looks pretty good to me. It's going to be 30-27, so the Rattlers do get 30 in this ball game. And Anchorage is trying to do the same thing, but more than 30 points, if you catch my drift. Anchorage with the chance here. Had to look away for a second, but Anchorage has a chance to do something crazy. Gonna be Thor Brown taking this one to the 21-yard line. Anchorage with the chance to tie or potentially take the lead here with these final 5 minutes. And Anchorage's best case scenario is to score within the next 4 minutes or so, maybe less than that. And then hope their defense can hold on. But does Bobby Markham have another touchdown in his arm tonight? Let's go ahead and see. Left side is going to be caught. JCB is going to roll for about 3 on that play. He's going to actually make that 4. 2nd and 6 coming. Anchorage can afford to not get it all on one play, if that makes sense. Almost had him off sides there. Markham looking in the pocket, throws on the run and just throws this one away. And a big 3rd down coming up here for Anchorage. And you have to imagine it's going to be 4th down territory all the way through. They're down 3 at this point. They need points if they want to get the job done here. Look for the pass again. Middle of the field and caught. A big catch there for the 1st down. You see right there in the stats, Bobby Markham did throw 2 interceptions in this game, but only being down 3, you can't be mad at the results. That's going to be 1st and 10. Anchorage trying to do the unthinkable on the road. Almost got him off sides. Not to be. Final 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Here comes Bobby Markham again. A great pocket to throw it to the left. I don't think he got both feet in bounds, so yes, he did not. 2nd and 10 coming. It does stop the clock, so I guess that is something, but it's gonna be 2nd and 10 here.
Check. We got 4.
Handoff here, and there goes JCB. He's getting a decent enough run there, but once again 3rd down. 3.5 minutes left in the 4th. I think Anchorage was hoping he could break away, and he almost did, but that last defensive player from Arizona shut that down. And Anchorage do the unthinkable. Passing it quick, going to be caught, but Wyatt Harris is going to get taken down immediately. It's going to be 4th and 3, and this could be a chance for Arizona to burn some more clock if they could get the stop. No, they're actually going to punt the football. Not necessarily a big fan of that one, but the punt is decent enough. It'll get them to the 25-yard line. Anchorage, now they need to lean on their defense. They do have a 2-minute warning to help them out, but an interesting set here.
Three down. Hey, check.
And they're going to go backwards as Arizona. That's definitely going to help the favor of Anchorage.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Watch the edge.
Another handoff. There goes the home. He sheds off one to get all those yards back. It's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up as this rolls towards the 2-minute warning. Anchorage has 2 chances here to see if they could get the stop they need. Their best run defense of all time to make this possible. A first down from any point forward is going to cut Anchorage's chances in half and in half again. But Arizona's time, they're looking to see if number 34 can shut this one down and take this one into the next week. It looks like they're going to pitch it, and a good stop there from Anchorage is going to make it 3rd and long. Anchorage definitely needed that. It looked like Arizona tried to get a little fancy on them, and they're going to get absolutely nothing on that play. Sean McGowan, you see the stat line, only 2 catches, and there were only 4 jet sweeps. They only allowed him to get -1 yard. Anchorage with the chance here. And they're going to hand it off here, but it looks like a big hole. And what a tackle there from Caitlin to shut that down. Going to be 4th and 1. 4th and 2, actually. What a play. And that is what 98 speed could do for you folks. You'll be in position more often times than not to make the play. Great job overall. And no fake punts here. Anchorage, you got 1 timeout. Actually sheds off 1 man, Astor Brown. And they have 1 timeout, 1 minute, 45 seconds left in. We already talked about this in the last drive. Their defense did what they're supposed to do. Now it's up for this Anchorage offense. Who is going to make the play?
Ready up.
Mike, 48. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They're about 30 to 40 yards or so from good field goal range. They need a big play, but he's running backwards, throws in, going to get the first down. Sheds off 1 man as JCB past the 40, trying to get inside the 40, and does just that. And that is what the USFA could do for you. Nothing is over until it's over. Anchorage has 90 seconds left. A great play. What a play right there. They needed it. No huddle coming up here. Anchorage not playing games. Only 1 timeout. Looking for a man is Markham. Pitches it again on the run, not to be. Tried to get JCB involved again. There's going to be 2nd and 10. Again, and 10 rhymes, right? Yes, it does.
Let's go, D.
Well, it really depends on how you say again. Like, if it's like again, nah. Middle field's caught. There goes Wyatt Harrison, side the 10, right at the 10, actually. Anchorage is 10 yards away from potentially stealing this one. What a play again. Bobby Markham's in his bag today. But can Anchorage do it here? No huddle once again. They still have the timeout, but they got to go backwards. It does stop the clock if it does anything, but now it's 15 yards away from pay dirt. I know Arizona's like, finally it goes their way. It seemed like Arizona was getting all the penalties. We'll check out the stats as we always do when the game is over, but the game ain't over until the game says it's over. You know what I'm saying? Here comes Markham looking for the end zone. He's going to take off to run, trying to see if he could get something going. He's got a lot of room, needs 1 block, and slides down at the 4. 25 seconds left. I think they should call the timeout pretty soon. 19-18. Will they get their offense going, or are they going to let it tick down? And I don't know where that flag's there. 8 seconds. Looking for a play. Someone hiked the ball. And they are going to hike it. They want the game breaker here. Going to toss it left side and almost throws a pick. And I do not know what happened there, but Anchorage, they let that one slip away. Oh man, I know that hurts. That is no good. In regards to that, they had a timeout in the bag. Just not to be. Unfortunate there for the homies in Anchorage. They will fall. In Anchorage, they survive. I didn't even talk about how great the play was. Too struck on what actually happened on that one. But the final score, Arizona sneaks away at home, 30-27 against the homies in Anchorage. Let's talk about these stats, man. I already know First Phrase in the chat like, what in the hell? How did this happen? But hey, crazy things can happen here with the new sim. Checking out the stats here, Anchorage actually led in total offense, surprisingly. Big passing day for them. 113 in the rushing yard set. A lot pretty balanced there on the Arizona side. 210 at 158 in regards to the passing and rushing combined. Only 8 first downs for Arizona to 20 in comparison on the Anchor side. So 2 turnovers, though, that definitely didn't help Anchorage's chances. And that pass play, I'm not 100% sure where that was going. Not to be on that play. Anchorage wanted the walk-off touchdown victory. They didn't want to take it to overtime, I suppose. But let's talk about these player stats real quick. Looks like Markham and Mills both had a 100 passer rating. 6 total touchdowns between the two of them. Markham, of course, threw the 2 interceptions earlier, and both of them had a pass of 52 yards in this ball game. So solid enough job by both of them, I must say. Looking in the rushing side of things, Ulf only had 14 carries, but he made them count. Nice game from him, along with Jacob Cool Beans. Has some big plays in the receiving game. We'll see him when we move to it, but those are the 2 main rushers there. Receiving wise, let's talk about Arizona first. Looks like Ulf led in catches, but did not lead in yards. That's Sir Lancelot, actually. 2 touchdowns out for 3 catches. Another day in the office for him. Pablo Sanchez only had that 1 catch from earlier. It was for 18 yards. Looking at the receiving side for the homies in Anchorage, Jake Cool Beans with 9 catches. Wyatt Harris and Freddie Roberts, they were making some big plays too. Trevor Golinar and Bailey, the 2 top wide receivers, they got touchdowns out of their 4 combined catches. Going into the defense, who led the team in tackles here for Anchorage? Not a lot. There's not a lot of tackles here. 4 tackles is the most. As Navarro and Woodson, they're the top ones with 4 and 3 respectively. Going a little bit further down, Kingston Ali had 2, Montaigne had 2, Crone had 2, also had half a sack. Thor Brown getting into the mix as well. I see Cristo Rendor with 2. Who that other half a sack? Looks like that's a bot player there, and looks like Kuntz. So looks like Crone is going to get a half sack on this one. Woodson had a pass deflection, and so did Kingston Ali. So that's all the stats here for the homies in Anchorage. Looking to the other side here, let's talk about Arizona doing their thug thizzle. Looks like Tyler Rogowski was that tackle man with 11. Also had an interception, a big play. He's looking like that man I may put in the thumbnail there, not the thumbnail, but the in the ticker for next week. So shout out to homie there, he did real good. Juju Moore had 8 tackles, Lawrence Sands with 6, Aiden Montana with 6, and it probably was because Anchorage wasn't on defense a lot. Looks like it was more favor for them. They had a lot of good stops there. Looking through the rest of the stats here, making sure everyone got good. Looks like that's a bot player. Let's see if there's anyone else. Was there any fumbles? I don't think there were any fumbles. So great job once again. Checking into the kicking side of things. Both teams, let's go ahead and do it. Let's see. Carlstown, he missed 1, but David Washington, he was good to go. Both kickers missed an extra point, so make sure you notate that. And 1 touchback all game. That's looking decent enough. Looking at the punting stats, looks like Washington and Carlstown both average over 30. You love to see it. Keeping it moving. Kick return here. Let's go ahead and see both Lancelot and Brown average 21 and up in regards to the average. Return wise, 5 total between the two of them, 9 total yards between the two of them, no touchdowns, nothing crazy. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. We still have a game tonight. We talked about the battle of the 2 A's. Now we got to go to the battle of the 2 T's. Eastern versus Western matchup here between Tampa Bay and Tacoma. Both teams looking for the victory. Only one way to figure out who's going to win. So make sure you stand by for me on Twitch. Should be starting around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you watch out. It's going to be a fun ride between these two teams. Let's go ahead and get into it.